Look how we're doing this right now. It's
This
so
is
snowy.
Canada.
This is Canada in December. Look at this.
Welcome to Canada.
This is amazing. Legs
Yes.
fully marinated for 24 hours. Going into the pot with the banana leaves.
And so I think that that's also what, what we try to do to make ourselves different, is to be as authentic as possible. People see the authenticity, people see they taste the flavor. We feel like we're doing a service to the community, exposing new cultures to Mongsan, right?
Good morning and welcome to Canada, and welcome to one of the most unique videos I've filmed in 2025. We're going to meet up with Brett and Iliana very soon from La Chiquita Tacos y Mas, otherwise known as Cheeky Tacos NB. What you're about to witness is probably one of the best and most authentic Mexican tacos and Latin food on the east coast of Canada. But before we dive into Brett and Iliana's backstory, we're gonna head over to their house now and start marinating the lamb barbacoa. It takes 24 hours, so let's go start the process now. First things first, we need to start creating the marination from scratch. This isn't just seasoning, it's a commitment. The lamb goes down for a full 24 hours, bathing in a paste built to bruise the senses. Morita and dried chilies, black pepper, cloves, Mexican oregano, bay and avocado leaves, salt, vinegar, garlic, blended into a violent red slurry. Iliana then takes the best cuts of the lamb, pierces them without mercy, which will let that fire sink deep into the meat. One last move, every inch, every fold of the lamb smothered in this traditional barbacoa marinade.
Okay. Wow. Perfect.
That looks fantastic.
Yes.
So that's gonna marinate for essentially 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, incredible. With nearly an entire lamb soaking in a rich aromatic barbacoa paste, attention turns to the salsa. This is a weekly ritual here. Multiple salsas, all made from scratch, no shortcuts. These dried chilies won't scorch your mouth, but they do deliver a deep, layered flavor that carries their tacos. They're blended with only a handful of simple ingredients, and Iliana pours a taste straight from the blender for me. Salsa roja, fresh out of the blender.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
It's so flavorful. Wow, that tastes amazing.
Yes.
That is so
and
nice.
a little bit spicy, but
A little bit spicy, it
with the
has a
meat,
nice kick.
Yes.
But you can't like deny how flavorful this is. It's amazing.
And with the food, that's gonna be good.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
So I was born in Oaxaca, and 6 years I was, my parents moved to Mexico City, so I lived there like until when I was 23.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then came to Canada.
Okay.
So I was born in Toronto. I grew up in Texas, and I lived in Philadelphia, Ottawa, Houston,
All over the place.
New Jersey, and now I'm here.
I wanted to know, how did you learn how to cook?
I learned for my mom.
Mm-hmm.
It was like fun to watch her how she cooked.
Mm-hmm.
She was really good, and I am the last of a lot of siblings, so she was like cooking a lot of food. So I was just watching her every time she had to prepare everything, and everything I know is for her.
Just from watching.
Yes,
Amazing.
just for watching.
I've always had a knack for cooking. Like, my mom's a good cook as well. She cooks mainly like West Indian kind of stuff, but also like just different things. Like, because growing up, like when we were living in Texas, she got exposed to a lot of things too. So that, and then also I just have a really big interest in cooking. So just picked up recipes along the way, and then also just made things my own. Right? Just having knowledge of, okay, putting this with that, this tastes good. Okay, so let me try this and make something my own, right? Making my own kind of recipes as well. And obviously testing it on family members and friends, and hey, if it works, it works.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
True,
it.
true. What made you settle here in New Brunswick?
Honestly, we were living in Toronto, and we were looking at a place that would be more peaceful, right? So we started looking at Halifax, and then we ended up looking over here and realized, well, it kind of fits all the boxes, right? It checks all the boxes. It's peaceful, so it's family friendly. It's easy to get around to other places. So it's easy to get to the US, it's easy to get to the other cities in the Maritimes, and to get to Quebec as well. It made sense for us, and then also culturally, it's nice in Moncton here because you have the French and the English influence. So we're able to kind of be a part of both communities, and then our kids can grow up speaking French and English, and then also Spanish too.
I was like nervous and kind of scared when we get here, is that we didn't know anybody. Like we came like closed eyes, like we don't know anything. And when we get here, like our neighbors, they are the best. Like they are the best neighbors that we have.
Yes,
they
definitely
receive us like with open arms, and they said welcome to us. When the first 2 days we came, they came to our home, they say welcome. That's one thing that made me like stay here, because people around here is so different than Toronto and other parts.
Yes, for sure.
That is one of the biggest things.
24 hours later, I am back in the kitchen. We are going to be cooking everything up today. You saw the marination happening yesterday. Now it's time to cook everything. This is a big process, requires a lot of patience, but it's going to be incredible. So let's start the process right now. So at the very bottom of this pot, there's a bunch of chickpeas that go in, and when the barbacoa cooks, all of the juices from the meat will drip down and cook all together, and it will just soak up into those chickpeas. This is where it stops being easy and starts being worth it. The lamb barbacoa disappears for 5 or 6 hours of steam. No shortcuts and no mercy. The first hurdle, tracking down proper banana leaves. The second, finding a pod big enough to cradle an entire lamb. Then there's the avocado leaves, an under-the-radar move that quietly changes everything, infusing the meat with a deep herbal richness you don't forget. Then the lamb gets stacked, wrapped, layered with more leaves, bathed in the last of the marinade, and sealed tight. After that, you step back and let time do what it does best. Of course, nothing gets wasted. The rest of the marinade is going in the pod.
Sí, me levanto por aquí. Esperen que tomo. There. That's
Nice and sealed. Ready to be steamed.
yes. Uy, sí, sabe. Yes.
That was heavy.
There it is. Yeah. So let's see.
So this is gonna cook for 5 to 6 hours, you said?
Yes, more or less. It's gonna
Steam.
steam.
Very nice.
Yes.
Okay, so the pot is on the stove. The heat's been turned on. It's getting ready to be steamed. That's gonna go for some time. And now in the kitchen we have empanadas being made, and then another type of barbacoa with beef cheeks and tongue underway. So there's gonna be a lot going on.
La Chiquita Tacos y Mas are also known as Cheeky Tacos NB. We started that in 2022 at the market. It was just a dream that we had, just an idea to bring foods from like different places that we had lived favorites that we had, and to bring sort of like a combination of everything. So not just Mexican, and not just, Colombian, Venezuelan, to have a little bit of everything, right? All the things that we'd gained, all our experiences, and just to put it into one spot and to share that with the East Coast, to share that with Moncton. Because honestly, we hadn't seen it anywhere else. Even in the big cities that we had lived in, having this a bit from everywhere, making it good. That was our idea there. And she could probably talk about some of the challenges.
The biggest is the ingredients, I think. And that's is the most more like problems that we have had, like the ingredients and to find the tortillas, for example. Right now, like it's kind of a little easier, but when we started, like nobody has it, like nobody. He had to go to
I had to drive to Montreal to get ingredients,
yes,
to get chilies and
yes,
different things. Yeah. So
and,
driving to Montreal, doing like 2 trips a year, but like just stacking the car full of stuff.
Yes. So when we started, like we know that in San John they had a Latin store. We went there, but they didn't have like everything, and the stuff that they had, they need to wait for another shape like long time. So it's like, no, we need it right now. So it's
drive to Montreal, just hustle and get it done.
Yeah, right? That is more one of the most like challenge that we have.
Yeah. Some people who hadn't been exposed to these new flavors, did you find that at first they were like, wow, this is like something I've never tasted before?
Oh, yes.
But, or it was more like, what's that? What's that? What's that?
Yes.
They were like, look at the menu, be like, what is birria? Cochinita pibil?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, so one of the other things is that the people that have been traveled to Mexico, but just in resorts, so they look at that. This is not Mexican food, and I say yes, this is the authentic. He explained them, but they are like, no, I never tried that, and I have been like many times in Mexico, but just in the resorts, right? Exactly. And that is not really the
sometimes
real
they're
food.
not getting the real food.
Yes.
Yeah. There was initial like rejection to it because I think people had an idea of what they thought tacos could be or what they thought that certain dishes looked like.
Yes.
So when they were seeing like the more authentic version of it, like people were asking us for, why isn't there lettuce or tomatoes or sour cream?
It's like, no.
On the tacos? It's like, well, those are tacos. It's just a different type of taco, right? But we're doing the authentic Mexican style taco rather than Taco Bell style taco, so to speak. So I think that was the biggest thing, just overcoming it. And then once people actually try the food, they enjoyed it, and the rest is history. Yeah. So
we have a really big menu. We have patacon, for example. That is really good. And this is maybe with a plantain and can be with chicken or with pork.
Empanadas.
The empanadas.
Tequeños. For sure. And tequeños.
Tequeños are from Venezuela. That's one of the good things that I have. Yes.
I would say also the chilaquiles.
Oh, yes.
Right? We do really good chilaquiles, and people are really starting to enjoy that a lot more.
Yes.
Once again, it's one of those things where people might come for tacos, but then they see something else on the menu. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let me try that. And then maybe if they're in a group, one person gets that, one person gets the tacos, and then the next time they come, they try that. So it's good. Our menu is really diverse, but I would say, tequeños, empanadas, chilaquiles, and the patacon.
Yes, and the patacon, yeah.
Now it's back to the stove, back to the kitchen, and on to the next barbacoa. This one's completely different from the first. This one's built on beef cheeks and beef tongue, 2 different cuts, 2 very different paths, and 1 very good ending. The cheeks get hit first with a borderline unreasonable mix of dry spices. It's a guarded recipe, and I've been warned to keep my mouth shut. But what I can say is this: there's no restraint here. The beef cheeks are seasoned hard, the way they should be. After a little time to let the rub do its work, they head straight to the smoker. Slow and patient, right in the middle of December, in Canada. Okay, so the beef cheeks have been marinating for quite some time now, and they are ready to go on the smoker. Now, the smoker in the middle of winter like this, it is an achievement to get it to temperature. And here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
So this has been sitting now for probably about 2 hours or so. See, it's really taken.
Yep.
Every piece is nice. So you don't want to have it too close to the fire.
Okay.
Because you want it to smoke, you don't want it to grill, really. Oh yeah, now you can really smell it.
You can really smell it now.
Yeah.
Look at that, guys.
Adobado. You should check out when I do fajitas.
Okay. Is it also made on the smoker?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I pass it over the fire.
Oh, okay.
So it gets charred, and then you kind of let it sit in the smoker for a bit.
Oh, wow.
A little bit of leftovers in there.
That looks good. Mop it up.
Okay. So we're gonna let that sit.
All right, there we go. In the smoker.
That's it. It's gonna sit in there for a few hours.
Wow.
It's gonna have a little smoke ring.
Okay, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can't imagine how good this smells. And look around. Look how we're doing this right now. It's
This
so
is
snowy.
Canada.
This is Canada in December. While Brett and I were out smoking in the snow, Iliana was hard at work making their famous empanadas in the meantime in the kitchen. Again, no shortcuts. Everything is done by hand and everything is done from scratch. Corn flour makes up the dough, and on today's menu, it's stuffed with chicken, scallions, fresh coriander, tomatoes, potatoes, and more. These are shaped to perfection, and soon to be fried to golden perfection. If you do want to try these, you're going to have to hunt them down at the Dieppe Farmers Market on a Saturday before they sell out. Empanadas are a labor of love. It's not a slow process. These are absolutely perfect. But yeah, this is one of the reasons why you never waste food. There's so much work that goes behind the scenes into one empanada, but oh my goodness, she has made them perfectly. He has just set up the Instapot. The tongue, the beef tongue is actually going in here. It gets cooked a little bit differently. It's a different kind of meat. It's more lean. And then the pressure cooker will just cook it a little bit faster. But yeah, it's gonna go in with the beef barbacoa. The beef tongue takes a little bit of a different route. It's seasoned and cooked on its own, then reunited with the beef cheeks at the finish line. Instead of rubbing the meat, the seasoning goes straight into the pressure cooker. Then the tongue gets cleaned, dropped in, and left to do its thing. This is the tongue, guys. That's a big tongue. There we go. That's the thumbnail. While that's happening, we build the braise for the smoked cheeks. It's the last moving part in this whole operation. With that in mind, it's time to go check the smoker and see if the cheeks are ready for what comes next. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at this.
Welcome to Canada.
This is amazing.
We bring the south to the north.
Does it ever snow like this in Texas?
It doesn't.
Wow, beef cheeks, guys. They've been out here smoking for some time.
Probably about 3 hours now, really.
Yep. Out in the snow. Guys, this is Canada. Nothing can stop you from getting out here and smoking things on the barbecue, eating well. What can you do? This is December in Canada, but it is actually hilarious to be making something like this in the snow.
Snow is in the bowl.
Yep.
The snow's already in the bowl. Right?
Yeah, only a couple seconds. Wow, that looks amazing. All those seasonings, gonna be nice and smoky. Okay guys, so this is going in to get braised. Wow, looks amazing. Incredible. Perfect. All right, let's go inside before they get too much snow on them.
We have officially 7 salsas, ranging from mild to XXX hot. And then unofficially we have 9, because there's some combinations that I do too. We make all of our sauces from scratch. Basically we started with like 3 and then it just evolved, right? We wanted to just have like a mild, a hot, and like a extra hot. And then we said, oh, you know what? We should do this.
That was a kind of like a surprise because we thought that people around doesn't like spicy. But when we started, it's like, oh, this is good. So we tried like a little harder, and then that is really good actually. So we try a little harder, and that way we like start to make more than just 3. So it was that was the way. And other businesses, I see that like they see it's spicy, but it's not, because they think people don't like. But if we explain and we like let them try, they're gonna like it. And all the sauces go like very well with the food what we had.
Exactly.
So that's good.
Yeah.
So there was a lady that, she had been to Mexico. She enjoys spicy food. I had the jar with the sauce in it, and then she just picked up the spoon, and I told her, I said, "Ma'am, I'm just gonna get something here, and then I'll be right there. I'll let you try the sauces. Don't worry about it. I have mild and I have hot." She's like, I really like spicy. I'm like, don't worry. I'll get to you in just a sec. She grabbed the jar. She's like, oh, what is this, mole? And I didn't even hear her until after, but she grabbed the spoon and just took it and then and just grabbed
the whole spoon in the
because she thought it was like just there to pick it up.
Yeah.
She thought I was gonna give it to her as a sample. She picked the thing up and just like took the whole teaspoon of our XXX sauce, and she was screaming.
Yes.
She drank like 2 bottles of water, yogurt. Yeah, it was bad. It was really, really bad.
Screaming.
Yeah, that's what alerted me that something was wrong, because my back was still turned. And I was like, what happened? Like, and it was almost like she was upset with me. And I was like, I didn't tell you to do that. I didn't tell you to do that, but you did it. And then there was another one. There was a kid from Germany. And, Germans are really known for spicy food, of course. That's sarcasm. So anyways, he was with his grandfather, and his grandfather was kind of egging him on to try the different sauces. And then he got to the XXX. I don't know what happened to him, but he started turning red, and then he was like itching, having like this weird reaction to it. Like he had never had something that spicy in his life.
He was tingling.
Yeah, he was tingling. His skin was tingling him. And his grandfather was just laughing at him. So there was that. I don't know, there's tons. I have tons of stories of people, or people will come to us and say, I want your hottest sauce.
Oh yeah,
give me your hottest sauce. I'm like, okay.
Frequently, like.
So I'll tell them, okay, I'm not gonna do that, but let's start here.
Yeah.
Let's start here. And then if that's, not hot enough, then we can go here.
Yeah.
But to go right to the hottest one?
No, it's not a good idea.
We're not going to do that, because you might not enjoy that experience, and I want to make sure that you enjoy it, that it's spicy, but like it's not going to overpower everything that you're eating, right? Anytime someone says that, I just tell them flat out, no.
Yeah, because sometimes, pretty much all the time that they say that, when you give to try it, they don't get to the hottest.
They don't eat the hottest one.
No.
They'll eat the second. They'll get as far as the second hottest one.
Yeah.
There's been probably about, I would say now, 7 people. I think I can count 7 people now that have had the sauce and been okay with it.
Okay, time for the grand reveal. We're opening it up for the first time.
Let's see how this is. Huele.
Here we go.
Let's see. How is it? Oh, wow. So the bones.
Oh, this is gonna fall off the bone. Oh, wow.
Let me just. It's falling.
Oh, it's very tender.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I think. Oh, yes. I think. With that.
Getting heavy?
It's getting heavy. Okay, this one.
Okay, so the meat has been taken out of the pot. It's so fragrant, it smells so amazing, and literally, like, the meat is falling off the bones. They pulled out one bone, no meat on it whatsoever. It was just the bone left. It's exactly how you want it.
The lamb barbacoa was a huge success. The beef cheeks came out of the braise right on time, and the tongue finished alongside them, exactly how you'd want it. Both meats get pulled apart for tacos while onions, coriander, and a lineup of salsas come together. After hours of watching this meat slowly become itself, this is the payoff. My hunger levels were no longer reasonable. No more talking, let's eat.
Okay guys, after a long day of cooking, which has been amazing to witness, thank you so much for having me and letting me have this opportunity of watching you cook. It's been amazing. It's time to eat. So let's dig in. This is the lamb barbacoa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lamb barbacoa.
Okay,
Yeah.
so show me how it's done.
So, yeah, you put the cilantro, onion, and salsa, and you can just take the taco,
Yep.
and it's
Homemade tortilla.
yes. and eat it.
All right, cheers guys. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
The lamb is perfect. Sometimes when you have lamb, it does taste a little gamey. This does not have any gaminess whatsoever.
No.
Super tender meat.
Yes.
The
It's
sauces
really good.
come together. Different textures from the onions, coriander in there. The sauces are amazing. When you have patience, the food is good. It takes 24 hours to marinate,
Yes.
around like 5 to 6 hours to steam.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, so worth it.
Yeah. And this is the consomme. You can just put some lime on it.
Put some lime in it. Okay guys, this is the consomme. This was at the very bottom of the pot. All the juice is dripping down all day. Chickpeas at the bottom. Can I just go in with the spoon?
Yes.
Iliana tore up some meat too. Put that in there. Cheers. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
that is insane. Wow.
It's really good. All the flavor for the meat.
It's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the taco, you have like a mix of everything.
Yes.
You got the sauces, you got the tortilla. But when it's this, you can
That is
really
the-
taste
yes.
the lamb. Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
It's good, right?
Homemade tortillas yet again. We have this beef barbacoa, a little different than what we had earlier. You
Correct.
said there's a lot of like Louisiana.
Well, it's more
style.
Texas, northern Mexico.
Yeah, and then mixed in with the tongue, which has been pressure cooked, mixed all together. You know the difference between what is what because of the smoke ring. So you know what's been in the smoker and what has not. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Super tender. Okay guys, check it out. That is fully loaded. We have 3 different types of salsa on there. We got the onions, we got the coriander. In it, just a massive pile of meat. It's going to be fantastic, and I'm gonna put a little bit of lime on top.
I was just about to give it to you.
Yeah.
You gotta get the lime in there.
Gotta have the lime on there.
Throw it all together. 1, 2,
Cheers.
3, cheers.
Oh la la. Wow. That is like a punch. That really packs a punch. Can I try just like a piece by itself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay guys, I'm gonna try a little piece that has been smoked just by itself. Oh man, that was fantastic. That melted away like nothing. It had so much smokiness packed in there. Wow, and this? That is amazing. What does the chef think? Chef approved. Wow, that's fantastic.
Waited all day for it, so you might as well enjoy it.
Guys, that was so worth the wait.
What's next for you? What does 2026 look like?
This is a good question.
It's a very good question. I think that we definitely we're planning on, expanding our reach.
Yes.
Making it ourselves, putting ourselves into other spaces. It's to be continued, I would say. To be continued.
Yes.
We're definitely going to be expanding this in this coming year. Obviously, we want to make sure that the quality stays. Everything has to be calculated because we don't want to go too far too fast and then fail. To be continued. To be continued.
2026 is looking good for you.
Yeah,
Yes.
stay updated. Follow us on Instagram. Stay updated on all those channels, and come see us in the market. I'm sure you'll be hearing about other things as the year goes along.
Yeah.
Okay guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you had an amazing time and learned something new today. It was such an incredible experience. I'm so grateful for you guys inviting me into your home, showing me the process of making such amazing foods. We spent 2 days together. It was so much fun, and then we got to eat and just talk about one of the best places, in my opinion, not just in Moncton, but in New Brunswick as a whole. Very authentic food, very genuine people, and it was just such a great experience. So thank you very much.
Thanks for coming.
Yes, thank you for having me. And you guys need to make sure you check them out in the Dieppe Farmers Market. You will see them. They're smack in the middle. So make sure to check them out next time you're in Moncton. And thank you so much for watching. Give the video a like. If you want to follow them, all of their information is going to be on the screen or in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.